All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Bitcoin is going absolutely crazy as we approach January 2021. We were 23K on December 23rd. We were 25K on December 25th. We were 27K on December 27th. People are accumulating, the price is rallying, and looking at Bitcoin today, zooming in to this morning, we hit a $28,000 Bitcoin, got rejected, and now we're consolidating, accumulating again. With only a few days remaining in December, as we approach January 2021, let's answer the question, can Bitcoin's price go higher in the short term, or have we reached a short-term top out, so to speak? Like always, check the timestamps down below in the description, and let's jump in. First off, I want to demystify the crypto market a little bit and offer you some perspective. This is Bitcoin in the year 2020, and this is how we're ending the year, in a little bit of a Santa Claus rally into January. And this is actually pretty common in bull markets. So when in doubt, zoom out, let's go back to 2015. We traded sideways for pretty much the whole year, end of the year, Santa Claus rally into January. And to go to the exact date on January 1st, actually let's go back, we peaked on December 19th right here, and then we dumped into January. We dumped for that whole month. But of course, we know now that we just went up too far, too fast. We accumulated, we consolidated, and then we kept going into 2016. Wow, you can't even tell we had that little dump. It looks so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. But after that, at this time, we had just started the bull market. We trended up for the year of 2016, and then at the end, in the last final days/weeks, we had our Santa Claus rally up until January 4th. Interesting. Bitcoin hit the, at the time, outrageous price of $1,135. I'm sure at the end of December, when we were in the $900 BTC range, people thought that was high. Turns out we went higher, and then we dumped for the next 8 to 10 days down to $804. This was a textbook end-of-the-year rally. I'm sure weak hands sold, strong hands. Just didn't matter to them. They kept going. And then, of course, we all know the year of 2017, this little Santa Claus rally looked like nothing compared to when we got to the end of the year, BTC at $19,000 for a day, for a few hours. The point is, at end of years, in bull markets, expect these end of year rallies. Past performance doesn't guarantee future performance by any means. Me personally, I think next year could potentially get so much more bubbly, so much bigger than what we saw in 2017. So many more on-ramps like PayPal, so many more exchanges, smart money finally accumulating, just starting to see the value of Bitcoin. But I guess the point is, as we watch this type of price action for Bitcoin, as we approach January 1st, January 4th, 2021, anything is possible. Hitting 30, hitting 35K in the short term is possible. Correcting back down to 19K is possible. In Bitcoin's history, we've seen this again and again and again and again. Some years we rally till January 4th. Some years we top out early on December 24th and correct massively in the short term to follow. Either way, in the grand scheme of things, I am not a certified financial advisor. Nobody can see the future. Nobody. But when in doubt, stack sats, stack satoshis, and chill. Keep hodling. Let's keep going. Next piece of news, by the way, hit subscribe and hit that bell notification. This market is moving fast. You do not want to miss one of our daily videos. But next up, Ethereum, for the first time since 2018, trades above $700 per ETH. Some altcoins are starting to show life. Not all altcoins, but some altcoins. For example, a lot of the coins launching off the Ethereum ecosystem, involved in the Ethereum ecosystem, are doing very well. Web 3.0 infrastructure blockchain, the Graph, now live on Ethereum. Some of you in the audience were asking about this one, relatively new, just in the top 50. graph at 40 cents thus far. If enough people ask about it, of course, we'll cover it on the channel. That's what the channel is really all about, talking about demystifying the crypto market. Analytics platform The Graph is now live on the Ethereum mainnet, meaning it's an ERC, probably 20 coin, and the project's Thursday launch follows 3 years of work, including a testnet and centralized mainnet. But now it's launched, it's live. And if you're asking the question, okay, really, what is The Graph? And we did talk about this a little bit in our Alex Saunders Ethereum price prediction interview from last week. But The Graph seeks to create usable decentralized indexes and API feeds for blockchain-based projects through its own blockchain and native token, GRT. The project is seeking to be a key infrastructural piece of Web 3.0. Basically, if Ethereum turns out to truly be a global decentralized web of sorts, The Graph and their GRT token is going to query, index information on the infrastructure of Web 3.0 Ethereum. Put simply, The Graph is a middle layer between decentralized applications, dApps, and various blockchains, enabling them to interact more fluidly. It is the PB&J in between the blockchain and dApp bread. So it indexes information in terms of who is using this now. Top decentralized finance projects Synthetics, Uniswap, and Balancer, among others, currently operate on a hosted version of The Graph. So top DeFi projects have started to integrate, and in a direct quote from Uniswap founder Hayden Adams, the funny thing about blockchain data is that even though in theory everything should be transparent and accessible, in practice it has historically been very opaque. The Graph has done a great job so far in making smart contract data easier to monitor and use. Once we know more, we can build better. So, huge statement of solidarity from Uniswap founder Hayden Adams. If you have an opinion on this, comment below. As we get more information, I will keep you updated. Next piece of news / update on Cardano, where ADA is staked around the world as of Epoch 237. So this sort of just speaks to the decentralization of the stakers, who is staking and how much Cardano is being staked around the world. As you can see, it is global, primarily in the United States and Europe. And for context, the darker hexes do have more ADA staked in them. So actually the darker ones would be the United States, Canada, Europe, and of course popping up in the East as well. If you hold ADA, you can do this, help secure the network, also accumulate some passive ADA in the background. For example, that little non-existent dot in Toronto is me, in case many of you wondered. I don't even know which one he's referring to, but Cardano is growing. Next piece of breaking news coming out of Turkey. Turkey to pilot their CBDC digital currency next year in a sort of a last-ditch attempt to save the lira. Turkey's top central banker, Nasi Agbal, told members of parliament on Friday that the country plans to pilot a central bank digital currency in the second half of next year. Now, this was announced a few months ago. We're finally getting the next piece of the puzzle. The Turkish central bank actually established the directory, the General Financial Nation establishment, in November earlier this year to carry out just R&D into CBDCs. Well, now, in a direct quote, currently the conceptual phase of this project has been completed. We aim to start pilot tests in the second half of 2021. And it is no secret that the Turkish lira is doing horribly. It is collapsing. It continues to lose value. And I don't know if this next quote is more interesting, more funny, or more sad in terms of just the state of where fiat money is right now. This is answering the question why they chose to go digital into a CBDC. Turkey's digitalization policy is partially driven by the desire to catch up with the rest of the world and a sense of techno-optimism. If we have a social or economic problem, well, maybe the answer is, let's go digital, and the problem will solve itself. Wow. I mean, this just sort of speaks to the Hail Mary pass. They're trying, and you can't fault them for trying. In my opinion, It's only easier to devalue fiat if everything's digital. The lira keeps getting devalued in its fiat form. I don't see that changing in its digital form, but we'll see. Okay, that is the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow.